Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome for the first time. This is Zaphod, and this is the comic strip where I go through each week, talk a little bit about some of the comics that I read without any spoilers, because I understand wanting to go in and enjoy it without anybody ruining it for you, because I hate that. I would like to start with a short continuation of a rant from last week, which was about Diamond Comics and how they didn't send us a lot of stuff that we had ordered, a lot of single issues that I was really looking forward to, and a huge list. And as the nature of comics goes, a lot of them are out of print and we won't be getting them at all, including Birthright and Batgirl 35, both of which I was so excited about, and now my heart is broken. Obviously there's eBay, and my boyfriend ran over to Hastings and snagged the last copy of Birthright they had, and so we both got a chance to read it, which is good because it is amazing. If your shop didn't get shorted, and if by some reason they still have it in stock, you really should check it out. A little boy gets lost in the woods and goes off into an amazing fantasy realm. It's a really cool story. It's the whole story of what happens after the fairy tale. And it's a really cool concept, and the first issue was incredible, and you should all check it out. Batgirl, I don't know, because I haven't gotten to read it yet, and I was really looking forward to it, and I'm really sad now. I'm gonna have to eBay that soon, because I love Batgirl. I'm really excited about that. You guys can tell me if it was great, just don't ruin it. Anyway, on to the comics for this week, and luckily there wasn't anything that I was missing, so that's awesome. First up, another one of my big favorites is Ms. Marvel. In addition to this single issue, the first trade paperback is out as well today. It's amazing. This is one of the best hero comics coming out right now from any of the publishers. I love it. I cannot recommend it highly enough. Get the paperback and enjoy it and love it. And also, G. Willow Wilson is going to be taking over on X-Men in 2015, and so I'm going to start reading X-Men in 2015, which is going to be awesome. So, anyway, this issue is amazing, of course. Ms. Marvel learns a little more about her powers, and there's some really cool stuff, and it's good. It's good stuff. Yes. And then we have Lumberjanes here, the great book that is. This one was originally solicited as an 8-issue miniseries. It has been switched to its ongoing series now, which is the best thing ever. Or if not ongoing, it will at least continue after this, if not immediately. I don't know exactly. But fun, great issue. There's a lot of development stuff that happens in this, but a lot of stuff. There's a Three Amigos reference, if I'm not much mistaken, which made me giggle. But cool, great stuff. I love this series. It makes me happy. Pardon me. That's the stuff. Okay. Next up, we have Deadly Class. Oh, goodness gracious. This book. Anyway, if you're not reading every independent title Rick Remender's putting out right now, you are missing out, because this man is an amazing storyteller. I probably should be reading the stuff he's doing for Marvel too, but I have a lot to catch up on for that. But this series is amazing. This issue in particular is just, it left me speechless. It's just, everything is so incredible about this, you know, a school for teenage assassins. It's, what could be better than that? And this is in my opinion a must-read series, as is, well, a lot of things. But this one is fantastic and amazing. Next up we have Batman Eternal number 28. I feel really silly because when I was reading this, I looked at the cover, but I somehow blanked out these words, and then I was reading it, I'm like, oh wow, this is a really big turning point. And I look up on the cover, and it's like, oh, turning point. It makes me feel silly. Anyway, this is a really big turning point issue. There's a lot of stuff that happens. It's a really great issue. This one was written by Tim Seeley. Fantastic. I love this series, as it seems I'm loving everything I'm reading tonight, because there's great shit coming out in comics right now. This is a great time to be reading comics. I say this all the time to a lot of people, but I'm very excited to be reading comics right now, because there are so many creators doing so many cool different things, and getting to read all of them is a real privilege and a treat to get to experience so much different storytelling and artwork. Anyway, sorry, rambling. Anyway. Whatever. Batman and Robin 35. This is part 3 of the Robin Rises story arc, which, as you guys know, is very exciting for me. I'm hoping he comes back. I'm hoping he doesn't come back bad. I know people give Damian a lot of shit, but I love that kid, and I just want him to come back and be snarky and, you know, kind of a... I miss him. But for those of you who are reading the series and who are checking this out, please, please, please make sure to get the Robin Rises Alpha one-shot when that comes out, because that's going to be part of the storyline, and if you don't read it, you're going to be missing something incredibly important. Yes, there was a point in this issue that I welled up just a little bit, but as you guys know, I do that a lot. It's just a sign that something gets me and touches me, whether it be in a happy way, sad way, but this is, you know, I won't tell you which one. Next up, we have Wild's End number 2. This is shaping up to be a very, very fun story. You got your fun animal people checking out mysterious crash in the distance, and there's some weird stuff going on in their quaint little area, and only time will tell exactly what's going on. But it's interesting. I'm digging it. I'd like to see where it goes, and the animal people are very cool. I especially like Clive, the dog, the police dog, I guess. Then we have up Trees number 6. I really like this series because, well, it's called Trees, and, you know, the focus of the series is these gigantic tree-like alien structures, not tree-like, but building-like skyscraper. But really what the series is more about is the people who live in these areas and these regions around the trees. And there's some very interesting different, like, social commentary going on within the story, which I really appreciate and I really liked. And this is a very cool, complex story, and I'm really digging it, and some stuff's happening. It's cool. And the characters are really nice, and they're very believable, and I really just... I'm rooting for them, and I want good things to happen. Next up, we have Batwoman 35. This is a fun one. Batwoman and the Unknowns are in space. There's a lot going on, very crazy, very chaotic, chaotic in some moments, but it's a fun issue. And then last up, I feel guilty to say that I didn't read issue 4 until like 2 days ago, but we have the last issue of Veil, and I have to say I'm really happy that I waited, because this series is very interesting, very complex. It's a story of a strange girl in a subway with no memory, with rats who follow her, and all the strange things that have come afterwards, and about who she is and her story, which I won't tell you, but there's a lot of really crazy stuff that's going on, and I'm really happy that I waited to read that issue 4, because this last issue is very big, and it's very cool. This is the last issue, so it's gonna be collected soon. So if you want a really weird, cool, trippy story from Greg Rucka and Tony Fejzula, I'm so sorry, I'm bad. It's really, really cool. The art's fantastic. The story is very different and very cool, and I like it, so I can recommend it highly. Sorry, I'm tired, and, you know. But anyway, that's it for me tonight. As always, feel free to drop something in the comments, either about the comics or just whatever. Say hi. I don't know. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. Sometimes I'm on Twitter or on Suicide Girls, and Lady Zaphod on Instagram and Twitter. and Suicide Girls is just Zaphod _. Anyway, that's it for me tonight. I should probably stop talking before I make too much more of a fool of myself. Anyway, you guys have a good one, and until next week, enjoy some good comics.